nuance. I think you just the lens you're looking through.
Wrong. That's just, when I hear it, I'm like, why would we talk bad about that if it's supposed to be a good, I don't.
And having a degree is a good thing. Nobody's saying it's a bad thing.
You know what?
I think maybe described it perfectly.
Maybe it's me, because obviously I apologize for my reaction. It's only because I hate being misrepresented and the misperception on something that's completely the opposite thing. I only date like master degreed women at some point, right? Because I have a master's degree, not even in the sense that if I had one, I would still be the same way. So men actually not only prefer that, but I just want you to look at it from the man's perspective. Okay. Everything we have, and we need to stop looking at education as formal schooling, right? Because there's men I know from my area in Virginia where I'm from, they work for the shipyard the entirety of their life. Come in. Can I help you?
And what he's trying to say, they work for the shipyard the entirety of their life, and because they do so well financially, that's such a cute baby. And because they do well financially, that they shouldn't be denigrated as men who come in. You can get back to your statement, Patricia. I got
you. No, finish. I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
Because they do so well financially, and they put in such work that's integral to society, moving in the current and great direction, that we shouldn't downgrade them or denigrate them in any way. They respect them as men and appreciate the sacrifices they make on behalf of us and everyone in the country, and the income they bring in is sufficient to support a family. These are excellent quality men. Yeah. All right.
So it's not so you're saying from your original statement. So let's take education out because it's not a requirement.
No. So we're not saying. So this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. Education for men like me and men whether they have degrees or not, it is a requirement, right? So I'm not only just speaking from my culture. This is what I'm saying. And I was talking about people at the shipyard with formal schooling, education, and that difference. There's some men who go to it's not an actual degree, but it's the top of their field in education, right? So we actually value it very much and realize that we want a woman who is educated if she's willing to be an asset like we are. Everything we do in terms of education is related to our advancement. Our advancement is related to the provision of our family. For some reason, it's American Western women that don't want to attach that to advancement for the family. You keep using it as a dagger to spear your man and renegotiate roles and tell him why he ain't shit and you're better than him and bring it up in different things about what he doesn't have. For some reason, in other areas, I'm going to tell you right now, go look up like the Middle Eastern community. These women are the number one in physics. Like most their women are like physicists, the largest groups of physicists, and they're married to Uber drivers, right? But they come over here. The man starts working. He starts building some kind of shipping company, something like that, while she's working, making hella bread. Everything they do as a unit, as a collective, is for the betterment and advancement of their family. This is a STEM woman making $250,000 a year. We thought that's what our women wanted to do. It's not. That's why you hear men saying, I don't care. It shouldn't be that extreme. What we're saying is we can either date the educated woman or we can date the Starbucks barista. That's what we mean by we don't care, right? But it's better for us to get with a woman who's extremely productive, and that happens to be more educated women. So we want to be with a woman that productive if she's willing to behave like us with that type of education. That's it.
Do you think I guess because I have never heard directly, and I'm gonna have to take y'all word for it because I'm assuming that you've experienced it, but I don't think I've ever heard a woman that be a part of their argument when maybe they're into it with their partner about like, I got this degree, I'm smart. Like, you know,
Smarter than you.
never, right. I'm smarter than you. What are you talking? Like I've
It's
never
massive.
seen
Massive.
Marcus, you
or
go
heard
first.
about that. Like, how does that come up
Can you lob it? Can you
in
lob
an argument?
Trigger Mike, can you lob it? You know how to lob? All right.
Please help me because
All
I
right.
just
So
want
look,
to see
what
how.
he is saying is watch your Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, KS. Watch a Kevin Samuels show. Boom. All he does is have women come on there, and the first thing they list is their degree. That's where the sound effect "I'm a PhD" comes from. It was women when he was trying to qualify them for 6 figures, 6-pack / meat size, 6 feet in height.
I know what you're talking about. I wanted
You know
to.
what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
those
wanted
women
to.
that
I think
qualify
that.
themselves normally led with their degree, and that's what I'm a PhD sound effect came from. And they the degree, the business, and what was the other thing? Was it? It was degree, business, and I'm passing to you, Trigger Mike.
Whatever current job they have.
I,
So
so
and
listen.
salary.
This
wouldn't
is
all of those things contribute to the overall dynamic of family? Like her, you know, also contributing financially. If that doesn't matter to you, then I understand. If you're like, I don't care that you have a business because I can hold down the family myself. But I would think a combination of those things would matter along with the nurturing and all of that, like wanting to be a family. I would think all of those things
So,
would matter.
so mistaken. The number one thing for a successful relationship across the board is there cannot be a power struggle. It cannot be a power struggle in a relationship. The power dynamic has to be clear and defined. For
let me
whatever
say
reason, if we are struggling for power, that relationship is just doomed to fail. And if you're using those things as leverage to enact a coup within the household, that's going to call end in divorce, or it's going to be a smarter man will cut it before it even becomes an issue for him by eliminating that at the dinner table with I'm a PhD and this is why I'm better than you, or I'm special and you need to respect me on the same level as you because of this. That's what is going on.
So let me say something because I've seen the Kevin Samuels, and I think that I think it's all misunderstanding. Just like women can misunderstand men, I think the same with women. It is a known fact that most women who are educated also want their mate to be educated. That's just a known fact. So I think that when women mention that, they're thinking that they deserve this PhD just like them. So they mention it. It's like, oh, well, I have one, he should have one, but they don't understand that men don't think that way. Absolutely. But men have to understand that that's how women think. If a woman has a PhD or she is an educated individual, she wants most of this is scientific. This is proven. I have a video. The guy who did stats says that women who are educated, most of them want a man who is also educated. That is a known. That is a fact for majority,
We
not
need to
all.
send,
They want a
Majority.
man who is formally schooled, but remember, women got to stop using that as a measurement. There are men who are highly educated in their field.
Of
Just like
course, of course.